students. Today our discussion is about hybridization. You take any state level as well as a national level examination concerning the topic is about the hybridization is the mostly important one. It's not only related or not only restricted towards the inorganic chemistry, it is also depends on the organic chemistry. The mostly cases, what type of the hybridization of the central atom, how many lone pairs of electrons are presented on the central atom, as well as the total number of electron pairs or the lone pairs of electrons in this molecule is a previously 2019 IIT mains question. And how many number of the sigma bonds are there, how many number of the pi bonds are there. Such kind of the queries are previously asked from this branch. Here so many ways are there to calculate the hybridization, but to the best of our knowledge, in order to decrease the time of the question, within fraction of the minutes only we need to solve in any objective examination. That's what my trial or my trick is towards to calculate hybridization, geometry of the molecule, and lone pairs of electron, number of sigma bonds, number of pi bonds, whether the molecule is existing or not, number of hybrid orbitals and pure orbitals, and bond angles. Such total kinds of the information is related to hybridization. What is the simplest formula is there to calculate the hybridization? Now hybridization can be calculated by knowing number of sigma bonds. We are only considering the sigma bonds. We are not considering the pi bond. Sigma bond is one. The axial overlapping of the atomic orbital that forms the sigma bond. Always pi bond precedes the sigma bond. Sigma bond determines the geometry or the structure of the molecule, and plus number of lone pairs of electrons. What the formula to calculate hybridization? Simple trick is that number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs of electron. Let us, here is the, if this value is corresponding to 2, what it is? Number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs of electrons in any molecule is equal to 2. Then what the corresponding hybridization is what? sp. In sp hybridization, intermixing of one s orbital and one p orbital, as a result the hybrid orbitals is arranged in such a geometry that we call as a linear geometry with a bond angle of 180 degrees. Because two atomic orbitals are there. Here is, let us imagine, total is a circle. In this circle 360 degrees is there. Two cones are present. 360 by 2 is equal to 180 degrees. Now if this value is a 3, what we call the hybridization is a sp2 hybridization. What is the shape of the molecule? Is a trigonal planar is the geometry. Trigonal planar geometry, the bond angle is a 120 degrees. Trigonal, three cones are there which is presented on only one plane, that we call as a trigonal planar. Total degrees in this circle is a 360. 360 by 3 is equal to 120 is the bond angle. Now if this value corresponds to the 4, then the hybridization that we call as a sp3 hybridization, then the shape we call it for is a tetrahedron is the structure. Means 4 bonds are directed towards the corners of the regular tetrahedron. It is a 3-dimensional structure where the bond angle is a 109 degrees 28 minutes is the bond angle. If this value is corresponding to the 5, then that we call as a sp3 dehybridization. The shape we call as a trigonal bipyramidal. Trigone, 3 cones are present. 3 cones is nothing but 360 by 3 is equal to 120. Bipyramid, one is up, another one is a down. Hence the two multiple bond angles are presented here. One is a 90 degrees, another one is a 120 degrees. Next one, If this the value become the 6, then the hybridization that we call as a sp3d2 hybridization, that the shape is called as a octahedron, or also called it is a square bipyramidal. Square, that means the four corners of the book is occupied by the four, and one is up, another one is a down. As a result, the bond angle between them is a 90 degrees. And if it is corresponds to the 7, the hybridization become sp3d3 hybridization. The shape is a pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagonal bipyramidal. Pentagon, 5 gones are there. 5 gones is nothing but the 360. 360 by 5 is the 72 degrees is one. One is a bipyramidal, one is up, another one is a down. The bond angle is a 90 degrees. Like this. Making use of the concept of the number of sigma bonds as well as the number of lone pairs of electron, one can able to calculate the hybrid orbital and the type of the hybridization is involved as well as the bond angle. Now, here what is the meaning of the sigma bonds are present? Here a single bond is there. Single bond is a pure sigma bond. A double bond is there. Double bond is made up of by one sigma bond as well as one pi bond. A triple bond is present. It is made up of by one sigma bond and the two pi bonds. But in order to describe hybridization concept, we used to calculate only the sigma bonds we are calculating. Making use of that concept, one can able to describe about the hybridization. Now, without the using of the concept of hybridization also, we need to determine the geometry of the molecule that we call as a VSEPR theory. But I am not going to enter into the VSEPR theory, but in order to identify the hybridization, everyone must need to know certain groups and their elements. Yeah, in many of the entrance examination, everyone need to get an idea about their group numbers as well as those elements. Majority of the examinations also, here we have the third A group element that we call boron family, boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Fourth A group elements are also called as the 14th group elements, carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Fifth A group elements, nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. This we call as the nicogens or pnictides. And the sixth A group elements, oxygen family, oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, also known as the chalcogens. And the 17th group element are also called as the 7th A group element that we call halogen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. And the 08th group element or 18th group element or 8th A group elements is the helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. You just take any entrance examination, the questions regarding the hybridization, lone pair and bond pairs of the electrons is calculating from this area only. Whatever the entrance examination, majority of the questions is asking from this branch only. Here, in order to know this, what one need to do? Yes, here the nitrogen is a trivalent one. Nothing but each nitrogen require 3 bonds. And oxygen is a divalent. Nitrogen is a trivalent, oxygen is a divalent. Other than nitrogen and oxygen, remaining all are monovalent. Monovalent means except nitrogen and oxygen, remaining all elements require only one electron to make bond. If the oxygen atom is there, it requires 2 electrons to make bond, that we call as a divalent. And the nitrogen is a trivalent. Each nitrogen atom requires 3 electrons to make bond. Out of the 3 bonds, one is a sigma bond, remaining 2 are the pi bonds. In the calculation of the hybridization, what we require only? Number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pairs of electrons only. And now let us see. Here, very familiar example, CH4 is given. What the name of the CH4? Methane. In methane, I need to know the hybridization, geometry, bond pairs and bond angle, etc. information. Here, first of all, identification of the central atom is the important one. Here, in any molecule, the atom which makes more number of the covalent bonds or the more number of the bonds that we call as the central atom. Here, carbon is making 4 bonds with the hydrogen atom. That's what, which one is the central atom? Carbon is the central atom. Then identify what the group number of the carbon is, a 4th group element or 4th A group element or 14th group element. That's what I am, how many dots I am representing here is a 4 dots. And what the bonded atom with that is a hydrogen atom. Does it a nitrogen atom? No. Does it a oxygen atom? No. If the nitrogen is there, it requires 3 electron, trivalent. Oxygen is a divalent. Other than oxygen and nitrogen, all are monovalent. Keep that in mind. Hence, each hydrogen atom is required how many electrons to make bond with the carbon atom is only 1. What is the formula? Just now we stated, according to us, the hybridization formula, number of sigma bond. Does it a sigma bond or pi bond? Sigma bond. Only one bond is there, that's what the sigma bond. Number of sigma bonds is equal to how many? 4. Number of lone pairs. Is there any lone pairs left on the central atom? 0. 4 plus 0 is equal to what? 4. 4 hybrid orbitals is nothing but 1 s orbital. Remaining 3 are the p orbital. Hence, what we call the hybridization? sp3 hybridization. According to VSEPR theory, sp3 hybridization, what the parameter? Here, number of bond pairs, number of lone pairs, hybridization and geometry of the molecule. Here, instead of the Vesper theory, number of bond pairs are how many? 4. Number of lone pairs are 0. What the hybridization? 4 plus 0, 4. That's what should be the hybridization? sp3. What is the shape of the molecule? Tetrahedron. In tetrahedron, what is the bond angle? 109 degrees to 8 minutes. That is a familiar. Next one. Under sp3 hybridization, if the 3 are the bond pair, 1 is a lone pair. 3 bond pair and 1 lone pair. What should be the hybridization? Again, sp3, because 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. 4 hybrid orbital among them, 1 s orbital and 3 p orbital. The tetrahedral geometry becomes what? Pyramidal geometry. Keep concentration. Tetrahedral, 1 bond pair becomes lone pair. Bond angle how much? It is not able to predict exactly. Be it is a lone pair is there. According to VSEPR theory, there is a repulsions between lone pair and bond pair of electron. That's what the bond angle is reduces from the 109 degrees to 8 minutes is nothing but it is less than 109 degrees to 8 minutes. Next one. If the number of bond pairs are 2 and the number of lone pairs is also 2, as a result the hybridization is a sp3. In sp3 hybridization, the shape is called as a V shape, are also called as a angular shape, are also called as a bent shape. These are the 3 possibilities under sp3 hybridization. Next, I want to calculate the hybridization of nitrogen in ammonia. Here, the central atom we know well. In any molecule, the atom which makes more number of the covalent bonds that we call as the central atom. Here, the nitrogen is making 3 hydrogen bonds. That's what the nitrogen is considered as the central atom, and the nitrogen is belongs to the group 15th element, are also called as a 5th A group element. That's what we need to do is here 3, 4, 5 dots. Here the hydrogen is bonded. We know well the hydrogen is a monovalent. Hence, each hydrogen atom is required 1 electron to make a covalent bond with the nitrogen atom, and the remaining is a 1 lone pair of electron. Here the number of the sigma bonds that are 3 and the number of lone pairs of the electrons is a 1. Total 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. As a result, the hybridization is a sp3 hybridization. In sp3 hybridization, due to the presence of one lone pair of electron, then actually the 4-0 already we stated according to the VSEPR theory. If the 4 bond pairs and the 0 lone pair, that the tetrahedral bond angle is 109 degrees to 8 minutes. But due to the presence of one lone pair of electron in the nitrogen in ammonia molecule, the bond or the geometry of the molecule become pyramidal. Pyramidal is the structure of ammonia as far as the bond angle is concerned. If 4-0 is there, that we call 109 degrees to 8 minutes, but due to the repulsions between lone pair and bond pair, the bond angle is less than 109 degrees to 8 minutes. In ammonia is concerned, approximately 107 degrees is the bond angle. That is, the structure is nitrogen, 3 hydrogen atoms are presented like this and one lone pair of electron like this. The central atom, how many bond pairs are there? 3. How many lone pairs are there? 1. Hybridization is sp3, shape is a pyramidal, bond angle is less than 109 degrees to 8 minutes and lone pair is a 1. Like this we can able to calculate the hybridization. Next example is a familiar one, water molecule. Here the selection of the central atom is an important one. Here the hydrogen is there as well as the oxygen atom is there. But here the oxygen atom is making 2 covalent bonds. That's why the oxygen itself is the central atom. The oxygen is the central atom, belongs to the group number 6 or 16th group element. That's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many monovalent species are presented there? 2 hydrogen atoms are present. And the rest, the 2 lone pairs of electrons are there. 2 lone pairs. I am not discussing the unpaired electron. Here the 2 are the bond pair, that is the sigma bonds are 2 and the lone pairs is a 2. Total become 4. Then the 4 hybrid orbital is a sp3. We know well sp3 4-0, tetrahedral 3-1, pyramidal and 2-2. What is the shape? 2 lone pairs and the 2 bond pairs are present in sp3. That the shape is called V shape, are also called angular shape, are also called bent shape. The bond angle less than 109 degrees to 8 minutes, less than approximately, as far as the water is concerned, 104 degrees approximate is the bond angle. That the point that we need to concentrate is due to the presence of lone pair of electron, the bond angle is deviated. 4-0 is there, 109 degrees to 8 minutes. There is only bond pair repulsive forces are there. Where if the ammonia is concerned, one lone pair is there and the 3 bond pairs are there. Due to the repulsive forces between lone pair and bond pair, bond angles are decreases. Whereas here the 2 bond pairs and the 2 lone pair, there exists bond pair repulsive forces as well as the bond pair and lone pair repulsive forces is also present. That's what the bond angles still decreases from 109 degrees to 8 minutes. Approximately 104 degrees is the bond angle in water molecule. Here oxygen atom is the central atom, hydrogen, here is one lone pair of electron, here is another lone pair of electron, like this the structure. Here the repulsive forces are existing between lone pair as well as the lone pair bond pair repulsive forces. As usual, the bond pair repulsive forces is also causing the decrease in the bond angle. Like this, without the using of the pen and paper, which we can able to solve any hybridization question immediately within fraction of seconds at the end of our class. That is our aim only. Here, for example, one more familiar example is given. PCl5 is given, phosphorus pentachloride. We know well the central atom is a phosphorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since the phosphorus belongs to the 5th group element and the chlorine atom is present, it is not trivalent, it is not divalent, it is a monovalent. How many chlorine atoms are bonded? Is 5 chlorine atoms are bonded. Now 5 plus 0 is equal to 5. Then the hybridization is called sp3 dehybridization. We know well the structure is a trigonal bipyramidal is a structure. Under this trigonal bipyramidal structure, the phosphorus is a central atom. Trigone, 3 chlorine atoms are directed, 3 gones in a plane. This we call as a trigone, and one is up, another one is a down. Trigonal bipyramidal. What the bond angle in the trigonal? It is a one plane. Phosphorus 3 chlorine atoms are presented like this. 360 by 3 is a 120 degrees is presented here, whereas the perpendicular bond angle is a 90 degrees. Like this we calculate here. Another possibility, according to the VSEPR theory, what that the parameters that is required is a 5 bond pair, no lone pair of electron. The hybridization 5 plus 0 is a 5. That's what sp3 dehybridization. The geometry become what? Trigonal bipyramidal. Under 50, if the 4 1 is taken, very important one, that is sp3 dehybridization. 4 1 case is a very important one. What is that? The shape that we call is a seesaw geometry, where if the 3 2 is given, the same hybridization sp3 dehybridization, where we call it is the shape alphabet is a T shape is there, and here is a 2 bond pairs and the 3 lone pairs of electrons are present. This we call sp3 dehybridization. The shape of the molecule is a linear. According to the VSEPR theory, the number of bond pairs is a 5, number of lone pairs is a 0, hybridization is a sp3d, and the geometry of the molecule 50 sp3d trigonal bipyramidal, 41 seesaw, 32 T shape, and 23 linear geometry. That is required parameter for sp3 dehybridization based on the number of lone pairs as well as the bond pairs of electrons. Only the original is nothing but when all the bond pairs of the electrons only present, then that case only we exactly determine the bond angle. Next one. Another most important example is the SF6 is given. What the central atom in SF6 is a sulfur atom. Sulfur atom is belongs to the group number 6, that is a chalcogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the fluorines are bonded to this one. That the for 6 are there, all are the monovalent species. Hence the number of sigma bonds is a 6, lone pairs is a 0. Hence what we call 6. Hybridization is a sp3d2 hybridization. What is the geometry? Octahedron. Octahedron, S, F, 4 corners of the book occupied by the 4 fluorine atom. One is above the plane, another is a below the plane, is nothing but above and below of the book is presented like this. This we call square bipyramidal geometry, or also called as a octahedral geometry. The total bond angle everywhere is a perpendicular bond angle, that is 90 degrees. Here SF6 6 category, the lone pair of electrons is a 0. In that case, square bipyramidal are also called octahedron geometry. Next one. Under this category, for example, if the SF4 is given, SF4, work out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is given. 1 fluorine atom, 2, 3, 4 is there, 1 lone pair of electron. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is the sigma bonds and 1 is the lone pair. Total become what? 4 1 is a 5. sp3 dehybridization. In sp3 dehybridization, 1 lone pair is there. Just now we observed 5 0 trigonal bipyramidal. 4 1 seesaw structure. Yes, 1, 2. Here is a 3 and 4. Here 1 lone pair of electron is present under sp3d category, where the 4 bond pair and 1 lone pair. Here the ammonium ion, the central atom is a nitrogen atom. It belongs to the nicogen, that's a group number 15, or also called as a 5th A group element. But instead of keeping the 5 stars or the 5 dots, due to the presence of this positive charge, positive means a loss of electron. 1 electron loss, that's what the left is a 4. 4 are made bond with the 4 hydrogen atom, and the 4 0 4 hybridization sp3 shape is a tetrahedron. Keeping the view in this mind, the hydronium ion or H3O plus, The central atom is oxygen. The oxygen is a group number 6 chalcogen. That as the 6 is there, but due to the presence of one positive charge, loss of one electron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here the 3 hydrogen atoms are monovalent, one lone pair of electron. Number of sigma bonds is a 3, 1 is a lone pair of electron, total is a 4, sp3 hybridization. Due to the presence of one lone pair of electron, that the structure deviates from the tetrahedron, the shape become what? Pyramidal. Like this, a cationic species can able to identify. What about anionic species is there? For example, sulfate ion is present SO4 minus 2. What the central atom in the sulfate ion is a sulfur atom. Sulfur atom is belongs to the group number 6. Here the central atom is a group number 6. How many electrons it is gained? Negative charge, 2 electron. Total is what? 8. 8 are sufficient for the 4 oxygen atom? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And each oxygen atom we know well, it is a divalent one. Here the 4 oxygen atoms is sufficient to make 8 electrons. Now a double bond is there. Double bond is made by 1 sigma bond and 1 pi bond. To calculate hybridization, our formula number of sigma bonds plus number of lone pair. Sigma bond 1, 2, 3, 4 bonds are present. Lone pairs is a 0. Total become 4. sp3 hybridization, no lone pair. What is the shape? Tetrahedron. Next one. If the carbonate ion is given, CO3 minus 2. Carbonate ion. What is the central atom? Carbon. Carbon belongs to the group number 4. Group number 4, how many electrons it is gained? 2. Total become 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many oxygen atoms are there? 3 oxygen atoms are there. 3 is sufficient for the 6 electron. Yes. How many sigma bond? 1, 2, 3 sigma bond. No lone pair. Total 3. Hybridization sp2. Shape is what? Trigonal, planar or planar triangle with the bond angle 120. Next one. Very important one is the hydrozoic acid. The nitrogen oxidation state is a minus 1 by 3. After loss of proton H plus ion, what it become? N3 minus. All the hydrides of the nitrogen is a basic in character, but the hydrozoic acid itself is a acidic. The one of the compound without the COOH group, we are calling it as a acid, is a hydrozoic acid. Now I need to know the hybridization of the nitrogen in azide ion. Here azide ion N3 minus can be written as what? N2 minus. Nn2 minus. Nitrogen atom is the central atom. What is the group number? 5. And minus charge is there. Due to the presence of this minus charge, 1 electron is gained. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 electron is gained. We know well already earlier, nitrogen is a trivalent one. Each nitrogen atom is required 3 electrons to make the bond. We know well again, a triple bond is made up of by only 1 sigma bond. 1 sigma, 1 sigma. There is no lone pair of electron. 2 sigma, 0 lone pair, 2. Hybridization is a sp and the shape is become what? Linear in geometry. Like that, a cation, anion as well as a neutral is already completed. Another one, ozone. Can you imagine how can we calculate the hybridization and the shape of ozone molecule is that? Here ozone molecule can be written as what? O2 molecule. Oxygen atom is the central atom. Group number is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many oxygen atoms are there? 2 oxygen atoms are there. And how many lone pair? 1 lone pair. Sigma bonds are 2. Lone pair is a 1. Total is a 3. Hybridization is a sp2. In sp2 hybridization, 1 lone pair is there. Hence, what would be the shape? Is a V shape or angular shape or bent shape. Like this. Hybridization. Number of sigma bonds. Number of bond pairs of electron. 3 bond pairs and the lone pair of electron. Number of sigma bonds and the number of pi bonds. Geometry of the molecule. When a lone pair of electrons in any molecule is 0, in that case only we exactly discuss about the bond angle. Otherwise, deviation in the bond angle from the original bond angle observed. That's what, no need to feel tense. When the lone pair of electron is present, we cannot predict exactly the bond angle values. Next one. Here, some of the molecules hybridizations very fastly we need to calculate, like Xe. F2 is given xenon difluoride, xenon tetrafluoride, xenon hexafluoride. Previously asked question, the ratios of the lone pairs of electron. Xenon is the element which belongs to the group 18 element. Hence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many fluorine atoms are presented? Here is a 2. Number of lone pairs is a 3. Then what would be the hybridization? Number of sigma bonds 2. Lone pairs is a 3. Total become 5. Hybridization is what? sp3d. sp3d, no lone pair, trigonal bipyramidal. One lone pair is there, what we call seesaw. Two lone pair, T-shape. But how many lone pairs of electrons are present? 3 lone pair. As a result, what is the shape? Is the linear. That can be represented Xe, F, F. Here is a one lone pair. Here is another lone pair and one more lone pair. Are also which can be called as a trigonal bipyramidal with 3 lone pairs is also the same meaning. Next one, xenon tetrafluoride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Since the xenon is belongs to the group 8. And how many fluorine atoms are presented? Here is a 4. Lone pairs is a 2. Sigma bonds are 4. Lone pair 2. Total is a 6. Hybridization is a 6 means yes. P3 total 4 and D2. sp3 D2 total hybrid orbitals are the 6. Hence, in sp3 D2 hybridization 6 0 is there. What we call octahedronal square bipyramidal. One lone pair is there, square pyramidal. And 2 lone pairs are presented here, which is asked previous in IIT. They never asked like this. They asked that which of the following molecule is a planar molecule. Here is square planar molecule, xenon. 4 fluorine atoms are directed towards the corners of your book, and one lone pair is presented above the book, another is below of the book, like the xenon tetrafluoride. Next one, xenon hexafluoride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here the 6 fluorine atoms are making bond with the 6 electrons of the xenon. Xenon even a noble gas which is forming a compounds with a high electronegative element such as fluorine and oxygen only. The fluorine made compounds is called as xenon fluorides. Here how many sigma bond? 6. How many lone pair? 1. Total 7. If the 7 is there, what is the shape? Is the sp3d3. The value must be equal to the 7. d3p3. 6 plus s is a 7. Total is a 7. If the 7 0 is there, what we call pentagonal bipyramidal. But one lone pair is there. Due to the presence of this lone pair, the shape of the molecule is a distorted octahedron is a geometry. Octahedron is disturbed by the presence of this lone pair of electron. Previously asked what is the ratios of the lone pair of electrons in the xenon fluoride. Here xenon difluoride 2 lone pair, xenon tetrafluoride 2 lone pair, here the 3 lone pair, and here is a 1 lone pair followed by the structures. And how the xenon oxides, in various cases they used to ask such kind of the questions. Under that, what we need to write is the xenon trioxide, xenon tetroxide, xenon oxy tetrafluoride, xenon dioxy difluoride. Any example we can able to do by making use of the same concept is a xenon trioxide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen we know well, it is a divalent one. 3 oxygens are consumed, 1 lone pair. Number of sigma bonds are 3. Lone pair is a 1. Total is a 4. Hybridization is a sp3. In sp3 hybridization, 1 lone pair is there. That's what is the shape is a pyramidal. Under pyramidal structure, Xe, double bond O, double bond O, double bond O, and a lone pair of electron. Next, xenon tetroxide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here the double bonded oxygen, double bonded oxygen, double bonded oxygen, and double bonded oxygen. Number of sigma bond 4, lone pair is a 0, total is a 4. sp3 hybridization, no lone pair of electron, the shape is what? Tetrahedron. 4 oxygens are directed towards the corners of the regular tetrahedron. Then can't we do that? The xenon oxy tetrafluoride 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen atom is present, double bonded oxygen, and the remaining is the 4 fluorine atoms are making bond, and 1 lone pair of electron is present. Number of sigma bond 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the number of lone pair is a 1. As a result, what? 6. sp3 d2 hybridization due to 6. There is no lone pair of electron, what we call octahedron or square bipyramidal, but 1 lone pair of electron is present. Hence that we call as a square pyramidal, or also called as a square monopyramidal. The 4 fluorines, 1 double bonded oxygen, another is a lone pair of electron is presented like this. Like this we calculate hybridization of any molecule under our observation. Now take any example which comes under hybridization. For example, here among ICl, ICl3, ICl5, ICl4 is given. Let us, in these options, which of the following is not possible, like the question. Here ICl, iodine is a group number 7, that's the central atom. Always we must represent left hand side is a less electronegative atom and the right hand side is a high electronegative atom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 1 chlorine atom is present. Remaining, let us see, 1, 2, 3. I am not calculating hybridization. The question is, which of the following is not possible? Next one, ICl3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, and the lone pairs are 2. ICl5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 lone pair of electron. Then what about the ICl4 is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 1 lone pair is there. What about this one is a single electron? If the single electron is present, that is impossible. Means, making use of our concept, we can able to discuss whether the molecule is possible or not. Also we can able to discuss. That is already discussed under the starting part. Here odd number of electron is present, that's what it is unstable and it is impossible. Like for example, in certain cases the student is getting trouble, like H2SO4 is given. I want to calculate the hybridization of the central atom such as sulfur, but here the hydrogen atoms are there, oxygens are there. In such cases, easier manner, if by keeping like that, also by observing the structure, one can able to write. But here the H2SO4 is a dibasic acid. By removal of 2 H plus ions, what it become? Sulfate ion, SO4 minus 2. We know well the sulfate ion already we calculated. Next one, H2CO3 is present. Carbonic acid. Carbonic acid is also, after the loss of the 2 H plus ion, it become what? CO3 minus 2. Here simply one can able to write easily after loss of the proton, since these are the acids. That's what, directly by converting into their anionic form, we know well minus 2 is nothing but the gain of the 2 electron. Here is also minus 2, gain of the 2 electron. Like this one can able to calculate the hybridization. Earlier asked in the 2019 IIT mains, how many number of lone pairs of electrons are presented in I3 minus is a question. In I3 minus what the number of lone pairs of electrons are presented. Earlier also I covered this such kind of the example. What we call I2 minus is given. Under I2 minus, iodine is belongs to the group number 7, but 1 electron is gained. Total is a 8 is there. Out of them is the 2 bonds is nothing but remaining. How many lone pairs are there? 3 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1 is again 8. Number of bonded iodines are the 2. Number of lone pairs of electrons is the 3. Then can't we? 1, 2. Sigma bonds are 2. Lone pairs are the 3. Total is a 5. Hybridization is a sp3d hybridization. sp3d 50 trigonal bipyramidal. 4-1 seesaw. 3-2 T-shape. 2-3 linear. Here is also 2-3 is there. Hence it is the linear in geometry. I. Here is the iodine is containing the central atom is a 3 lone pairs of electron. Here is also 1 lone pair of electron. Means on the central atom the 3 lone pairs of electrons are present in the I3 minus molecule, but the options is not given the 3 lone pair. Here is iodine is belongs to the group number 7. Out of them is a 1 electron is made bond with the central iodine, and the remaining is what? 1, 2, 3. Here is also each nitrogen atom having 3 lone pair of electron. Total number of lone pair of electron one can able to calculate easily. Such kind of the type of the questions is also important. As far as any objective examination is concerned, the type of the question possible to repeat again, but the same question is not covered in any examination. That's what. While reading any topic, please concentrate on the concept, but the repeated question possibilities are very less. That's what. Be sure about the concept.